Hey guys, Mark here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make AI animation ads that print. By the end of the video, you're going to know how to make ads that look a little something like this.
I'm Hashimoto's. I've been attacking your thyroid quietly for years. I break the conversion of T4 into 3 inside your liver and turn it into reverse T3 instead.
When the first powerful AI video models came out, everybody was obsessed with one thing, and that was making AI ads look as realistic as possible. But I'm here to tell you, the goal was not realism. It was always just to create enough contrast to get people to actually be able to click and buy your product. One of the biggest advantages that you can use is to make ads that very clearly look like they were not generated by humans. And that's why AI animation ads are such an insanely great opportunity. Because with AI animation ads, you can make the explanation of the product and the mechanism of how it works actually the most entertaining and engaging part of the ad overall. Simply because they are working so well, they create so much contrast, and they're so profitable for myself. I'm going to give you my entire workflow for how you can make these AI ads without barely even using a single brain cell in your freaking head. So let's get into it. So there's really 6 steps that you need to understand to be able to crank out these AI animation ads, not only in the way that you're not just producing straight slop, but in a way that is simple enough where you can repeat it and make a bunch of ads every single day. And the first step, per usual, pretty much with any type of ad, it's going to start with your research. Because if you don't understand your customer better than they understand themselves, anything that you're going to be writing is going to be pretty shit. Luckily, AI has made research incredibly easy. That's exactly why I put together this Foundational Docs SOP. If you follow this SOP, and I'll leave it linked in the description of this video, what you're going to have is 4 documents that give you the essentials of writing highly persuasive copy. And to be clear, I made these documents before AI was even a thing, because I'm a copywriter by trade. That is my foundation of marketing. And I think that if you're a fantastic copywriter, you can be a fantastic marketer, of course, if you learn the other skills associated with it. But for example, if you're not using the actual language that your customer uses themselves to describe their own problems, you're just not going to convert. So if you follow this SOP, you'll get incredibly deep, rich research on exactly the true emotional pain points and trigger points that your customer have before they, can buy your product, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So do that, and then we can move on to step 2 here, which is going to be to swipe. Now, if you're not familiar in marketing land, a swipe is simply a competitor's ad that you can verifiably prove is actually profitable and scaling and they're spending a lot of money on. Before I even show you how to find swipes, you need to know who you're actually swiping. One of my copywriting mentors used to call this having a good copy diet, because if you're not reading and swiping genuinely good copy, you're basically just having the blind leading the blind, and you're going to end up trying to create an ad that wasn't even proven to work in the first place. Why? So what we're going to do in order to fix this problem is we're going to go to GetHook. In fact, I'm going to open one of my favorite swipe files specifically of AI animation ads. And I'll be sure to leave this swipe file as well linked in the description so you can click it and check it out for yourself. But what we have here is a massive list of these AI animation ads that are proven to convert or have converted before. So you can spend some time going through and select the one that you want to use. As you can tell, some of these ads, the brands are no longer scaling. They're no longer spending a ton of money on ads. So make sure you're emulating and swiping ads that actually have a lot of ads in their library that are active. For example, this brand has 700 plus ads. I would shoot for at least 150, 200 active ads in the ad library. But let's say I was scrolling along and I see this ad right here.
I'm Hashimoto's. I've been attacking your thyroid quietly for years.
So that ad is decent. I'm going to use this one as an example for this video. Truthfully, I think we can do a little bit better, but this video is just for example purposes. So what matters ultimately is that you find an ad that you are confident is working really well, and you can swipe directly to your market. Because another thing to keep in mind with swipes is if you're trying to swipe to a non-adjacent market or a non-adjacent niche, then there's going to be these certain nuances that resonate with one market that don't resonate with yours. So that's why the research is so incredibly important. And you don't want to emulate a format that isn't proven to work necessarily in your niche. And if you do, you have to be really careful because there's always some nuances. But what we're going to do now is go to the transcription tab and select generate transcription. Now, while that's working, we're actually going to move on to step number 3 here. And step number 3 is going to be the actual scripting of the ad. So this is a video ad. Every video ad has a script associated with it. For now, I don't want you to worry about what does it look like visually, who is going to be speaking, who's not going to be speaking, what are the characters, what are the authority figures. Fuck all that noise for now. What you want to focus on is just your script, literally just the copy and nothing else. And so thankfully, there's a really easy way to do this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to Get Hooked and grab that transcript. Okay, now we have the full transcription of the ad here. So let me break down my scripting process for you because I've posted many videos on this before. You can go check my channel to see exactly how to do it. But what matters is that you understand this process conceptually because you have all the pieces together, and scripting an ad is relatively straightforward if you already have them together, right? So the first is the research, which we already have. So what you're going to do is you're going to head into Claude per usual. That's where I still do most of my copy. I have been experimenting a little bit with using ChatGPT Soul for copywriting, and it's okay. It's still pretty comparable to Claude. One important detail, however, is I don't use anything past Claude 4.6 specifically for writing copy because I feel like it has degraded with the newer models. So I don't see that going away. Truthfully, I actually think it's going to keep getting worse, but it's a topic for another conversation. What you're going to do is send in all the research from your foundational docs. You're going to upload it. It's going to be 4 documents. And what you're going to tell it to do is analyze the existing research that I did so that you have a good understanding of my market, the offer, etc. Ultimately, what you're doing here is you're loading in context so that Claude understands the product you're selling, the market you're selling to, their emotional pain points, their level of consciousness. Go as deep as you possibly want. Just understand who we're selling to and what we're selling. At that point, what you're going to do is send in the swipe. Similar to the process we're going to get to in a second, you're going to take the script from this ad, copy transcript, send it directly into Claude. Once again, just have it analyze it. I like doing things in individualized steps because the moment that you say, look at this, analyze this, and then spit me out a video, if you use a project or you have some Claude code skills for it, it can work, but just using one individual chat window, I usually find it degrades the quality of the copy. And then you're simply going to have it rewrite the script using your research. So do a little bit of prompt action there. And then fourth, and the most important process that most people miss is going to be the chiefing of that ad. Chiefing is a copywriter's way to say you're reviewing the ad for clarity, you're reviewing it for VOC, which is voice of customer, and you're reviewing it to make sure that it is actually something that is enjoyable to read and doesn't feel like a company speaking to you. The whole principle of copywriting is that you feel like you're buying from an individual, not from a company. So with AI animation ads, those are pretty freaking easy to do. But let's say you got your full ad script. For this video, again, because this is an example video, I'm literally going to take the exact script from this video here and act as if I was going to be remaking this particular video ad. So what we're going to do next is what I believe is the single greatest point of failure for most people that are making video ads in general, but especially for AI animation ads. And that process is storyboarding. Because once you have the script, you can't just immediately go create clips that are 100% perfect using the exact perfect model, being able to generate the images in one shot. Like, it takes a lot of trial and error. And this is where most people end up wasting just like hours and hours of their time simply because they don't know how to properly storyboard. And so that's what I want to spend a lot of time on this video. In fact, I made something for you guys that is so incredibly easy to take a script and immediately storyboard it so that you can whip out these AI ads incredibly quickly. And I built all of this into a Claude skill. So let me show you exactly how it works. So what we're going to do, I want to make sure I have the timestamps on here. Actually, we're going to select copy transcript. So we're here inside of Claude Code. As I said previously, I spent some time building a custom skill for you guys that I actually use inside of my own brands to be able to take a full script and storyboard it so that we can make full ads and make this entire process incredibly easy. If you want to get access to this skill, it's kind of a larger file. So just go to my Instagram, it's @MarkBuildsBrands, and just DM me the word skill and I'll send you the file for free. Just DM me that word skill and I'll send it to you so I know which one to send. Okay, once you have the skill installed, this is what you're going to do. I'm literally going to say storyboard this ad for me, and then I'm going to paste in my script and hit enter. That's all I'm going to do. I don't have to do any commands. I know exactly that it's going to use the proper skill, and it's now getting to work. As you can see, as it's actually working here, I'm going to yap for a second. What model do you need to use for this? You don't need to use Fable 5. I don't know how much longer it's going to be around on most plans, but it's totally unnecessary for some pretty simple Claude skills like this. So use whatever you're comfortable with. You can use Opus, you could use Sonnet, and probably have zero issues with this whatsoever. This is not incredibly complex by any means. Now, the cool thing about this skill is that if you install the proper dependencies, it's actually going to use visual references for previous winning AI animation ads. Now, you can always add more to the skill. You can build on it. That's actually what it's for, because I think the best skills are the ones that you make yourself. Like, I'm not even a huge fan of putting out skills myself because I think the best ones are super duper customized to you. But this is one that you can use and it'll work immediately. But as you continue to refine it, you send it more winning examples, maybe you feed it data inside of your ad account, you make it more and more powerful with every single message that you send. But what it did here, now that it's done working, is it essentially took this full script that I have and properly cut it into individual clips. And every clip here, as you can see, there's a few different elements. It has, number one, the timestamp of how long each generation should be. It has the voiceover for that particular clip. It has a text to image prompt specifically for that clip, because what we're going to be doing, and the best way typically to create these kinds of video ads, is to first generate an image and then do image to video through a powerful video model, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then finally, to do for that image to video, you need a prompt for that as well. And then you also need audio to go with that particular image to video prompt. Okay. So as you can tell, it did it for every single clip here for this particular ad. And this is actually a lot longer of an ad than I remember. So there's quite a few clips here, but that's actually a good thing because it makes the ad more dynamic. So now that we have the ad fully storyboarded, what we're going to do next is start to generate the assets. And by assets, I mean the images and the videos that we need to actually put together this entire video. So for that process, once again, the storyboarding piece through that Claude skill already did that for us. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to copy this text to image prompt, and I'll start with the first one up here. And then I'm going to head into Higgsfield and start working on creating these images first. All right, so we're here inside of Higgsfield. Man, Higgsfield is looking really nice recently for some reason. What we're going to do first is start creating the starting frames of a few different clips. All right, let's begin with the first one. I'm just going to paste in that prompt. I'm going to be using Nano Banana Pro. I'm going to be using 9:16 aspect ratio with 4 variations, and I'm going to click generate. And while that's running, I'm going to go grab the next one, which is going to be for the second clip here. I'm not obviously going to be generating every single clip in this video, just a few as an example, but I'm going to go ahead and click generate here. And I still like using Higgsfield directly in the platform for stuff like this because you can get so many variations so quickly and decide which ones are going to be the best for your video instead of not having the variations to choose from. You know, we as humans, we like having the sense of choice. All right, so here's kind of the first batch of images. And as you can tell, it did a fantastic job even creating this first batch here. So I'm going to take 2 of my favorite images here and move to the next section. So I'm going to go up here to the canvas and I'm going to select generate new canvas. All right, now that we're in the canvas, I'm just going to upload those 2 images that I like the best for the starting frames of these clips. All right, so let's start with this first image here. What I'm going to do is drag and then I'm going to select video generation. For the model, what I like using for AI animation ads is the Omni model, specifically from Kling 3, because it's a perfect balance of cost and efficiency. We all know Saydance 2 is going to be the best model, but it is so freaking expensive. And for the amount of ads that I produce, I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay all those costs. Now we need to get the image to video prompt, which once again is already fully completed for us. So as you can tell, it's right here. I'm going to copy all of this down to the bottom of this message because I also want to include the audio instructions here. So I copied it. Let's go back into Higgsfield. We are going to paste the prompt right there. Also inside of Claude, it recommended for this particular clip to be set at 5 seconds. So I'm going to go to duration and I'm going to set 5 seconds. Aspect ratio is going to be 9:16. Sound on, and now I'm going to hit generate. And now I'm literally going to do this exact same process for this second clip, which is grab the prompt, enter it, and let's see how these generations look. All right, so I decided to do one initial clip as well. And if we just take a look at this first clip here, let me show you what this looks like.
I'm Hashimoto's. I've been breaking down your thyroid quietly for years.
So on the first generation, it's not bad. It's slightly mispronounced thyroid. So this is going to have to do for a regeneration. But for the amount of work that we didn't do, because we basically just did nothing, like this entire storyboarding process was entirely this AI skill. This is pretty good. And the other clips actually look very good as well. So I'm just going to repeat this process for the rest of the video and skip through until that's all done. Because at this point, all that's left to finish this entire process is just to edit these clips together and to put some simple captions on them. I mean, if you want to do some more editing, you're more than welcome to, but the power in these AI animation ads is that they're already so visually appealing that the amount of manual editing that you have to do is incredibly minimal. That's why they're so efficient, especially for beginners, to start making some sales with these kinds of ads.
I'm Hashimoto's. I've been attacking your thyroid quietly for years. I break the conversion of T4 into 3 inside your liver and turn it into reverse T3 instead. I damage your gut lining too, so even the right things you take can't reach you. I make sure nothing works, no matter what you try.
I'm levothyroxamine. I raise your T4, but I can't force your body to convert it into the T3 you actually need.
I'm Synthroid. I do the same job, More T4, but I can't fix a conversion that's already broken.
I'm a thyroid support capsule, but your damaged gut destroys most of me before I reach your bloodstream.
I'm iodine. I push raw material into your thyroid to build the T4 Hashimoto's keeps draining.
I'm selenium. I convert T4 into T3 and block the enemy, turning it into reverse T3.
I'm L-tyrosine. I combine with iodine to build T4 in the first place.
I'm zinc. I signal your thyroid to keep producing T3 and T4 while Hashimoto's attacks it.
I'm ashwagandha. I shut down the cortisol spike, pushing your body to make reverse T3 instead of T3.
I'm B12. I bring your energy back online after Hashimoto's buried it for years.
I'm Ectora. I contain all of them in a sublingual liquid that absorbs straight into your bloodstream. Instead of passing through the gut Hashimoto's already damaged, I come with a 60-day guarantee. Right now, buy 2, get 2 free. Click below to claim yours before they're gone.
When I was coming up with the idea for this video, I was trying to ask myself, in what way would people execute this process and like it doesn't work? For whatever reason, they go through it and they're still not able to be profitable. Why would that be? And I could only come up with 3 potential reasons. So let's say you go through the whole process because it's so easy. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you. Like, this is the most done for you process of all time. In terms of creating ads, it's just getting so incredibly simple. What are the reasons that this would fail for you? Well, I think number 1 is you get the ad piece down, but your funnel is ass. It's not converting anybody. Your average order value is low. Your LTV is low. And so you think that just having good ads is like how you win at the whole ad game. It's not. It's one piece. Like, the creatives is ultimately just one piece. And if you don't know how to properly monetize and convert the attention that you're able to get, you're not going to be able to get any sales. And if you do, it's not going to be sustainable. Maybe you get a few here and there, and then the ad dies out for some reason. You start blaming Facebook, when in reality, it was probably your funnel. The second thing is just the overall strength of the ad concept. So if you're using swipes, a lot of times this can be diminished, but you can also make the mistake of doing what I call falling in love with the swipe. This is what I was mentioning earlier. It's basically the blind leading the blind. You don't know what ads are converting. It turns out a lot of people that have ads in the ad library in GetHooked, they also don't fucking know what they're doing. And so if you're modeling them to make your ads, it's a blind leading the blind. And that could be the reason. It very could easily be your script is just not very good. Your hook is not good. The production of the ad is not good. Or maybe all those things are good, but you're missing like the main copy ingredients. Like, you don't have a unique mechanism of the problem. You don't have a unique mechanism of the solution. You don't have a big idea. You don't have these main, as I call them, like copy ingredients to be able to properly convert people. And then the third and final thing is that you launch it and let's say it's not immediately profitable and you just don't know how to read data. I like to say that you never lose money running paid ads. You only buy data. The only issue is most people don't know how to read data. They don't know how to speak it. It really is like learning a new language. And that's why I built Brand Builders Academy, so that I could literally sit down with people. They follow all the processes, but ultimately it's still a game of buying data, making adjustments, and then moving forward with some better improved creatives or better improved funnels. So every single Monday, literally, I sit down with my students and we look at their ad data, their funnel data, and I give them exactly what to do to fix that issue. So if you ever want to work with me more closely and you like my content and you want to get more personalized help, you can always click the first link in the description of this video, fill out an application for BBA, see if you're a good fit. Other than that, guys, make sure you do go to my Instagram to get this Claude skill. Again, it's at Mark Builds Brands. DM me the word skill. Other than that, y'all, see you in the next video. Peace.